This is going to be one of my first unboxing videos. We're going to unbox this bad boy today. Just picked this up. The DX6R. We're here in the woodshed. I call this the woodshed because it's a room in my house that has wood paneling from the Vietnam era or whatever in it. And kind of give you a quick look around. There's my tools, some spare tires there. Haven't cleaned the truck since the last time we ran them. There's Death Proof 1, Death Proof 2, the Redneck Ferrari, my BGR Ultra 4, got the digger here. We're doing a tire change on that. So the Max D, which is going to become Bigfoot, we're in the process. We got the white rims on that. So I'm just figuring out what I'm going to do with the body. Here's the CX2 roller. It's going to get the Emery Works custom chassis on it, and then a Viterra street truck. More tires down here. You know, I'm the kind of person where I like a lot of variety. So all these can go on any of my trucks at any time because I use the SLW hubs with the locked up lug nuts on them, so they can bolt right up. They're all pretty much always ready to go. So, because I'm a lazy fuck and I don't want to change tires out. So speaking of tires, to give you a quick shot of all the rims we're running here, we got the Methods on the Ultra truck. The Redneck Ferrari's running boggers just like the full size with OMFs on it. Let's see the colorways on those. There's some more OMFs there on Death Proof 2, and of course Death Proof 1, rocking these Pitbull tires, which I really like. They are kick-ass tires, and rocking the OMFs on that one too. I got some bodies hung up here. I'll show you those. So this was one of my Death Proof prototypes. It's ready to go, it fits. And then this is the first one that I did, and I use this as my sacrificial one to do all the different things that I'm trying on it. This is the Bronco body I painted up, and if you guys know what that is in reference to what movie, then you're pretty fucking cool. Not gonna tell you. That's one of Kai's bodies there that I painted up. And yeah, I guess I should show you, this is an Ascender, the longest wheelbase, I think, second longest wheelbase, Ascender, second longest wheelbase. So all three of those are Ascenders. Alright, but enough fucking around. Let's open this thing up. And yeah, these are some stock SCX tires. There. So, and the weenie tires are down here. The fucking little weenie tires. Alright, so I just started filming videos on my YouTube channel here, and it's going to be a variety of stuff because I like a lot of different things. I'm an avid sneaker collector, and I collect toys, and I have dogs that bark in the background a lot. So it's gonna be about different things. So some RC stuff, some sneaker stuff, some Lego stuff, some drums, some cars, full-size cars, full-size trucks, basically everything I'm into. So right now, we're gonna try this unboxing shit, and we're gonna unbox this DX6R here, which I picked up at the local hobby shop here in Utah, West Valley Hobbies. So without further ado, let's tear this plastic off, because I guess that's what you do in an unboxing video. Tear this shit off. Alright, so I've been pretty excited for this radio. Here's a look at the box. It's a standard box. Here's all the shit it has. It's got all this stuff in here, you know. I guess this isn't a very good unboxing because I'm not going to sit here and read over all this stuff to you. That's what the internet's is for. You can go on there. It uses Bluetooth. It comes with the radio, this stuff. You know, you get a couple receivers, which this is good because it has telemetry, and I like doing telemetry on my battery voltages because I'm a fucking nerd like that. So let's have a look. see what's in here. Stickers. More stickers because I need more stickers. You know, I don't run a lot of sponsor stickers on my trucks. We'll get into that in a different video, but it comes with the manual and your standard 8-crate packaging. So first thing we notice is that it's got a couple different rubber grips in here, a couple different sizes on those, and then of course the radio itself. And I can tell you right now, just picking this up, and I do have a DX4 or whatever, 4 Pro, whatever it is. I'll show you those in a minute. This is the charging dock, and it comes in the radio. It looks like it goes in like that. So you just charge it with the charging dock, and that doesn't take up a lot of space. That looks like it'll be all right to put somewhere. So the radio has a really good weight feel to it. Feels really good actually, weight-wise. So if I can get this fucking bag off. Alright. So here we go. Bunch of stuff on it. Feels really good quality. I can see a little speaker right here. Knob. I'm gonna have to learn what all this is. Standard switches here. This is a button, and then some rocker switches. Back and forth. Bunch on the handle grip here. Looks like it gives some adjustability. Headphone jack. So I can listen to my musics. Looks like it's got some micro SD cards. I haven't charged this, but let's see if it turns on. Or maybe I have to hold it down. Or maybe I could just read the fucking instructions before I try to do anything. Oh look, but it is turning on and booting up. So let's that's actually pretty cool boot up screen there. You know, one thing I was talking to my buddy Mike at the hobby shop, and he was saying that other guys that had this radio were not really digging the amount of time that it takes to boot up, but it works for me because, you know, I got to adjust my hair and everything before I go out and run my trucks. You know, I got to make sure that, you know, my bun's in order and everything. So this will give me the time to do that. And there you go, man. It's an Android. It's just like kind of having a phone on your controller. Cool. So we booted up. That didn't take too long, but let's set that aside for a minute. Look at what else we get in here. A couple of the receivers are in here. This is the SR6000T with all the 6 channels on there, telemetry and whatnot. We're gonna read about this and learn how to use this. So it does have an antenna. I think there's some wireless ones out there too. And then it also comes with this other one here, the SR2000. I think I'm running one of these in one of my road cars or something, but this would be good for, you know, the SMT or something where I don't need a lot of channels. It's kind of cool that it comes with both of them there. A couple other boxes here. So here's the tools, bind plug, and then looks like we've got an assortment of different rings. Oh, and a smaller wheel. I know a lot of people are really bitching and boobing about the size of the wheels on these Spektrum radios, but there's a different wheel there. I think that's like a wheel off a Honda Civic or something there. So maybe I might sell that to my neighbor if he's into that kind of for his car. But a couple different rings here, different size rings. I'll put this stuff back in the box here. Very cool. I'm going to check this radio right off the bat and just see if there's any firmware updates and stuff like that. And then of course here just a power plug for the charger, which I'm actually going to set up so I can get this thing fully charged up. Really curious to see how the battery is on this. I usually carry a bunch of AA's for my radios, and I'll get those out here in a minute, and we'll do a quick comparison. But there you go. That's really what's in the box. couple grip sizes, charger, spare wheel, smaller wheel I should say. Don't know which one I'm going to use yet. The receivers. Definitely going to use this radio on Death Proof 1. And I'm going to look at, a couple other things and moving some stuff around with the truck. So let me get this stuff out of the way and then I'll show you comparisons with my other two radios. So one thing in looking at the charger that I noticed here is it is a micro. It's a micro USB. This is pretty cool because it's just a standard USB. So I'm gonna check into it, but I would imagine that you could probably charge this thing like in your car off like a cell phone charger or with the wall mount. So that kind of alleviates the worry about having this thing out on the trail running out of battery. So you can just throw it in your car, plug that in. But I gotta check that because I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about just yet. All right, so I thought while I would do this unboxing, I'd show you comparison of my other two radios that I use. I carry them in this Pelican case. They're great. I can just throw this in the truck. I've cut these foams for it here. I've got the DX4R and the 4PX Futaba Spektrum. What I'm going to do is I'm going to change this to lay the radios in this way. I'll buy a new foam so that I can do all three of these in there. They should fit. Might have to do one this way, one that way, and then the wheels will fit in there. So let's pull these out. This is the 4PX. Sorry, I can't fucking remember all this. DX, 4X, PX, D. You know who's good though is fucking DMX. DMX is really good. Actually, speaking of that, we should put some DMX music on while we're doing this, just in the background here, because with all the X's being talked about, why not have some DMX playing? So let's do that. I know everybody's like, this fucking asshole. I just want to see the radio. I don't want to hear about DMX and all that shit. But you know what? We're going to put some DMX on while we do this. So these are just a little bit dusty. Let me just get this out of the way. And the nice thing about Pelican case is that you can just fucking throw it out of the way and they're fine. So here's the three radios. I think this thing went to sleep. Oh, there we go. So I think these three here are most of what everyone's using, the higher end Spektrum, but the DX4R is a great radio. The 4PX is a great radio too. I like them all. I use this one on Death Proof and the BGR buggy. Death Proof 2 and the Redneck Ferrari control this one, and then my Street Vatera. So, but in comparison, size-wise, there between, the 4PX, it's pretty similar. The screen on the 4PX is really nice, but the clarity on this, it's just like a cell phone. And again, I've gotten this out of the box, so I haven't even figured out how to use it yet, how to set it up. I'm gonna check the firmware on it. The DX4R, really nice radio, bigger wheel on it, which most people complain about. It's kind of hard to do the one-handed controlling on it, but you guys know about these. You guys have these fucking radios. I don't need to go over those. But the size comparisons, pretty similar. That there. It's actually really similar to that. In looking at this right off the bat, the one thing that I'm going to have to get used to, and it's pretty cool, I guess, is just this here. I don't know, and just the design aesthetic of it. This openness here, I don't know, do I dare say it's kind of got like a Toys R Us kind of feel to it, but it's fucking sweet. But I mean, you look at this one, and this has a light up here, this doesn't. But if you don't know this thing isn't on because the screen, then you probably shouldn't be using a radio. It looks like a nice radio. I'm pretty pumped to get into it. Well, here, while I'm at it, I'll show you the comparison with one of the Tactics. So here's the Tactic radio. This one runs a Gravedigger there, and in comparison there, you can see that the drop-down wheel is pretty cool for some people, but probably going to keep these on the SMTs for a while, because I let, if I'm out running my rigs and there's some kids around or something and they don't have anything to drive, I just let them drive the SMTs. It's not a cheap radio, but you know, again, like I said, I like having options. I like having the ability to have extra trucks and, you know, let my friends and stuff drive my truck. And I run winches and I run lights and I run all this different stuff. So it's kind of like I've got to have these radios with at least the 4 channels. So it works out for me. And if you guys want to see anything else in comparison, you know, I have these 3. I'm gonna learn this one here tonight. I'll spend some time with it. Just shoot me a comment and let me know, and I'm more than happy to do it for you. Yeah, man, that's it. I'm gonna go listen to some fucking DMX, and I'm gonna play with the new radio.